mes amis. I'm Julian from Paris, France, and this is a widely used herb, as you can see here. And interestingly, I got to know that it was called in French as l'herbe royale.
Hello friends, I'm Mike, a Greek Cypriot, and today we are going to tell you about a herb that is used by Greek Orthodox priests to sprinkle the holy water. Oh, my favorite. Now I'm Mukesh with my Indian Terrace, joking only. And also, this herb is placed by Indian Hindus in the mouth of dead or even a dying person. Jolly good.
Ciao ragazzi, sono Andrea. I'm an Italian from Rome, and today we're going to tell you about this really important herb for my country, the Basilicum.
Basil is awesome. Ciao, como stai, friends? I am Adi with Clenker the Gardener, and today we are going to talk about basil. There are 7 different points we will discuss, which you can find it here with the timestamps. Want to learn something specific? You may skip it right forward to that part, or hang out with us to enjoy it all. The great basil is in the family of culinary herbs in subtropical weather, ranging from parts of Europe to Africa to India and to whole of Southeast Asia. Basil is found everywhere. Basil comes in many varieties. The holy Indian basil, the Italian basil, which is used for cooking, cinnamon basil, the Persian basil, Thai basil, Reuben basil, African basil, dark opal basil, no basil, lettuce basil, everywhere basil. Basil is rich in vitamin K, vitamin A, calcium, magnesium, iron, and even some calories. Now basil have many uses, and first of all, as everybody know, it's used for cooking. You use it for bruschetta, fresh basil for pizzas and pasta, and basil chutney or basil pesto, basil infused olive oil. It's so tasty. And then comes the drinks. Holy basil is used for Indian masala chai so popularly, and sweet basil is used for mojito, basil lime cooler, or honey basil lemonade, or even cucumber basil smush or gimlet. Now here comes the cool part. Ocimum Basilicum, botanical name of basil. But the cool part here is that basil is amazing in health properties, like it has great mental health benefits because of its antioxidant properties. Did you know that it reduces stress, anxiety, and depression? It also increases the ability to reason and think. It prevents age-related memory losses and improves stress-related problems like sleep or even sex issues. According to researchers, tests, and studies, basil is amazing for the cells, heart, blood, diabetes. Basil reduces oxidative stress developed because of air pollution, UV radiation, or even smoking and metabolic activities. Eugenol in basil can also block the calcium channels in the body, lowering high blood pressure. In a preclinical research conducted in 2013, it was believed that basil containing phytochemicals is also helpful in reducing the damage to the cells. And that is the reason that holy basil also prevents certain type of skin, liver, oral and lung cancers. Would you like to have a lovely skin? Yes, this is for you out, ladies. It protects against skin aging because skin hydration and reduction in the roughness and wrinkles is also one of the properties of basil. And guess what? Basil is also antimicrobial. That means it is antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, and even analgesic or painkiller. So basil is amazing in combating infections related to mouth, ulcers, or even dental decays. Even if you have joints pain or stomach pain, basil could be amazing because it is anti-inflammatory, which helps in reducing inflammation and swelling. Nearly 700 million people get diseases by mosquito bites every year, resulting in over 1 million people dying. And guess what? Basil has the solution to repel mosquitoes, fruit flies, or even ticks because it emits natural aroma which repels the mosquitoes. So now we are going to learn how to plant basil. The first is through its seeds, and the second is through the cuttings. Now I'll tell you how to grow it by the seeds. We have here some of the leaves which could be acting as a mulch to the soil, and then we have some good soil here. I generally reuse the plastic pots. So this is about the fresh milk. I have just cut it from the top, and then you can remove the sticker. This is the container for yogurt. I have cut 5 holes here because by any chance the water clogging should not be there. So we don't want this to get overwater, get fungus or any other rot and then die. First we have put some good mulch of leaves. You can just mash it up. 20% of the pot you can fill it up with mulch. Stones also protect from water clogging. You have to put the stones on the hole. Now after putting the leaves, we will put organic soil which contains healthy amount of vegetable compost, some sand, some cocoa peat. If you don't have a good soil, you can use the sand along with some homemade compost, and you can mix up some of the coconut skin. Now we settle it like this. There is no plant right now. You can just remove the top of the sprinkler, or you can even take a jug and fill it with the water so that the soil is moist and wet. Now we will first learn to plant the basil from its seeds. You will find some of the seeds which are dried and dark brown in color. You will also find some of the seeds which are new and green in color. We need to first pluck these seeds and then keep it here. You have to be very careful while you're not hurting the plant. And these are all seeds ready to be grown further because these are dark brown in color. You can see these are actually flowers, and inside the flowers there are seeds. You have to first hold it like this and then put out the seeds. You see one of the seeds fell down. So I separated on a distance, put a lot of seeds and see which one grow, and then repot it further. To the seeds, we will sprinkle a little bit of soil above it. Not too much of soil because it should not exert a lot of force and pressure to come up. You can further cover it with a polythene bag with some holes in it so that it will create some humidity inside, which will help the seed to grow in. Remember that the seed love to have a hot, humid and dark condition to grow further. Now we are going to repot the earlier grown basil from the seeds into these pots. We have a lot of basil as well as the other flower. There are more than 10 basil plants here, very carefully. So first we see how bigger is the plant, and accordingly we will dig the depth. We see that this is a small plant, so even the roots would not be too dense. I'll put my finger near the plant, not to the plant, and pull it off. And we will see there is a small root here. It's ready to be planted. So we will put one of the finger so that we can put the root of this plant inside very carefully and gently, not to disturb the plant. Once done, then we will push the soil inside. Please remember, while repotting, the height of the plant should be similar to what it was before, so that it can easily see the sunlight, and it should not be too deep or too above. The weather requirement are like 6 to 8 hours of good sun, and they need a bit of warm or hot weather. Now here we will pull out some of the bigger plant, comparatively bigger to the last one. So what we do first is we clear out the range, that means whichever the plant is nearby, so that they are not hurt while we are pulling off the plant. And now we see the root, we give a little bit of push and we see how much deep is the plant. Pull out the soil near the plant. We are carefully removing it. And here we have removed the basil. Now we have to repot it. And then we put some soil on the periphery to support the basil. So now we will learn how to make another plant out of the cutting. In this cutting you can see that there is a node point. A node point is one where you also see some branches and you also see the leaf coming out of it. So this is the node point from where there could be a good growth, and you can take around 5 inches of cutting. So we have to gently cut from here, the node point, and there we go. Next we have to remove the leaves from the node point, which we can use for cooking. So we will take off 60% of leaves out and we will just keep the top part. Now this particular point we will put in the water, and later on the roots will start growing from the bottom part here. I have an example, not from the basil, but you can see we did the same with the pothos, the money plant, and from the cutting, which was done just some 4-5 days back, there is a root developing here, the white root. Similarly, we have to put this inside the bottle or any glass or something, submerged in water till here, and then the roots will come out. So then you can take it out when the roots are good and healthy, and you can plant it inside the soil to make it a new plant. So here it was about basil. In the next video, we will come to you by bringing something which is a fruit but often confused as a vegetable. It's the state vegetable of New Jersey, but officially state fruit of Ohio. It's red, it's green, it's sexy, but it's not hot. Can you guess it? Please write in the comment section below and tell us what's coming on the next week. Like and subscribe. See you next week. Ciao!